A brand new ship for Elite Dangerous. Exciting stuff. You can see it on the screen right here. This is the Corsair. Now it's going to be released a little later on. It's not available just yet, but we do have some brand new information on this. I can fill you in on some of the details about the purpose of this ship, some of the stats, and a little bit other information besides that as well. All of this has been provided to me by Frontier as a part of the Elite Dangerous Partner Program, and it was also broadcast just a moment ago on the latest episode of Frontier Unlocked. So, the new ship, the Corsair, is set to release on the 8th of April. It is a multi-role ship. The new vessel represents a pretty significant addition to the overall Gothamaya fleet and promises to deliver some really nice performance across all aspects of gameplay. Frontier have previously stated that they've put a lot of various different ships out there, all with different functions, and this is the one they really wanted to go all out on in its multi-role aspect. Now, this is going to follow hot on the heels of the recent Trailblazer update, which introduced a new system of colonization to the game, and incidentally, over 23,000 systems have now been colonized, and around about 48,000 starports have been completed in relatively little time. So yeah, the bubble of humanity is expanding very, very fast indeed. And if nothing else, this also really does highlight the number of players who are now involved with Elite Dangerous, particularly the colonization aspect. The Corsair then is a medium-rolled ship, and it's designed to excel in multiple facets of the game. As a successor to the Imperial Clipper and positioned to be superior to the Python, the Corsair takes all aspects of the original Python and improves upon them with basically greater firepower, greater cargo capacity, and an improved jump range. You'll no doubt have noticed over the previous year or so, since we've had a lot of new ships introduced into the game, each one of them has excelled compared to its previous counterpart. These are kind of tier 2 or tier 3 ships, however you want to look at it, compared to those that were originally released. They're much better in pretty much all regards. I'd also argue that they're pretty superior when it comes to their visual design aesthetics as well. Frontier are really hitting the ball out of the park on this. Ultimately then, what we're looking at here is a design philosophy that makes the Corsair a real formidable competitor in the medium ship category. And unlike its predecessors, the Corsair will be available to all commanders regardless of Imperial rank. You won't need to rank up to obtain this ship. And this really marks a significant change in approach to how Frontier introducing ship accessibility, particularly with these brand of ships, these manufacturers. It's a design philosophy that I've always liked. I always argued for this type of approach because I'm not a big fan of this type of content being locked behind grind rules, so it's nice to see this change. Now, the Corsair does boast several features that set it apart from the other medium ships. Most notably, it's the first medium ship, the first medium Gothamaya ship, and the first medium ship to be equipped with size 7 thrusters. In addition to this, the ship has somewhat, inherited the low drift flight model that was found on the Imperial Clipper. Ultimately, the combination of these thrusters and that low drift flight model really provides for some exceptional maneuverability, Frontier are claiming, that should make the ship feel less on rails, even without engineering. So just imagine how far you're going to be able to carry this with engineering. Maneuverability aside, another thing that really is pretty unique here, very nice touch for the Corsair, is going to be its versatility across all pillars of gameplay. The ship has been designed to perform in any role well and can handle multiple roles simultaneously, which is going to make it a pretty much ideal choice for commanders who prefer not to specialise in a single activity. And yeah, that's kind of me. I'm a bit of a lone wolf player. I like to get involved in as many different activities as I can. Basically, aside from exploration, I don't really specialise in one gameplay element or another, so a ship like this one that can kind of fit multiple roles could be, ideal really. We'll have to see how that one goes. Now, when it comes to hardpoints and convergence, the Corsair features a pretty nice arsenal of 3 large and 3 medium hardpoints, and unlike the Clipper, which placed hardpoints on nacelles, the Corsair's weapons here are all situated within the fuselage, and this design choice kind of provides for optimal hardpoint convergence, hopefully making it a little bit easier for you to hit those targets. And this was a well-known issue that come with the Clipper, where those weapons didn't really converge all that easy, making it a little bit inefficient when it comes to that type of targeting. Now, when it comes to those internal compartments, there are a bunch of different optional internal compartments here, and of course there's going to provide you for a variety of different options. We've got one of each size of compartments from size 1 through 4, so one size 1, one size 2, so on, all the way up to 4, and 3 each of size 5 and size 6. So this configuration should allow for some real nice flexibility in your various different loadouts. In terms of the core internals, these are going to be, well, they look pretty impressive actually. You're going to find here a size 7 power plant, a size 7 thrusters, FSD 5, life support 4, power distributor 7, sensors 6, and a size 5 fuel tank. With a power generator like this, a power distributor like this, it should really mean that you shouldn't have too much problems powering your various different hardpoints. In terms of that cockpit, you can fit 2 commanders up there, which will allow for some multi-crew as well. So when it comes to multi-role capabilities, I think this is where people are going to be particularly interested. What do we say? Well, when it comes to trading, the Corsair is a good trading ship. You're going to be able to carry around about 318 tons whilst maintaining a good jump range. And for people willing to optimize for cargo, it's possible to equip a shield and still have over 280 tons of cargo space. When it comes to combat, well, we've already discussed the convergence on the hardpoints, as well as the selection of hardpoints you've got there. Pretty good for a medium-sized ship. It's also going to find here with those thrusters, you're going to have some high boost and some pretty good maneuverability as well, meaning you can chase down those targets, as well as perform some pretty decent evasive flying. Whilst the Corsair is not a dedicated exploration ship, it's going to have a pretty good jump range on it as well. No details here exactly on what sort of jump range we can expect to see, but yeah, I think Frontier are targeting for this to be pretty well-rounded as well. Now, as with all the recent newly released ships, this one will initially be only purchasable via in-game currency, via ARCs. That means you won't be able to earn it in-game, at least not initially. That's going to be arriving a little bit down the line, a few months from now most likely. So, as we mentioned earlier on in the video, we're looking at an 8th of April release here, where you will be able to purchase this. Now, lastly, a thing I do want to touch on is the whole colonization thing. I did mention a few stats at the start of the video, but there is a little bit more here. Basically, this is going to give us a little bit of insight as to what's been going on with the whole colonization effort. So what we've got here is 42,226 claims. As for colonized systems, we've got 23,423 systems. So yeah, pretty big milestone there. That's over 20,000 colonized systems. The whole effort all over the player base has resulted in the completion of 47,821 starports and outposts, along with 27,227 surface installations. That's a massive effort there, really, isn't it? Nice to see the game expanding in this way. I always thought that colonization would be popular, just didn't quite imagine it being this popular. The only thing I would like to add here is I kind of wish that players could go out there and colonize the depth of space, just a random star system. I kind of feel there is a bit of a limitation there to that jump range where you can have to kind of colonize to nearby star systems, but you know, it is what it is, and obviously a lot of people are enjoying this. Frontier also said that players have delivered over 1.5 billion units of cargo to support all of these various different construction efforts. In terms of what players really enjoy constructing, what's the most popular construction, well, it turns out this is the industrial outpost, the Vulcan variant, with 5,970 of these constructed all across the galaxy. So there we have it, a pretty impressive update on colonization and all the efforts that are going into that by the player base, along with a whole load of new information on the upcoming ship, which is looking to be available in a little over a week, the Corsair. Do let me know your thoughts and feelings about all of this in the comments section below. Would love to hear from you. And also, whilst you're here, perhaps check out the other video on the screen. Thanks for watching this video. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.